What you have just witnessed could have been a possibly real Mother's Day project, or in more extreme cases of industrial machines, could be a possible multi-million dollar lawsuit because of poor handling due to a poorly maintained blade, all of which could have been avoided through the use of my white matter vibration monitor, which I will describe to you over the next 10 minutes.
Hello, my name is Daniel Mills, and today I'll be demonstrating my Capstone Project, the white matter vibration monitoring system with the RFID reader and current reader and with smart logging to Google Sheets. I recorded data with both the scroll saw and the table saw. Unfortunately, the table saw data I did not have saved into my worksheets that I uploaded to GitHub, and I did not realize that until later. Recorded data with about 4 different types of wood, and I used the low setting for most of them. And I used the metal bar to dull the blade. For my code, it's a standard structure with headers at the top and then declare variables, the setup loop, and then the main loop. And I would say that the most challenging part for me was trying to understand how the I2C stuff works and being able to properly use it. And I would say that the most enjoyable part was working with switch cases and using them to build menus, and for each menu section to be able to call a specific function to create for a very specific action to be performed. I would say that that's the part that I had the most fun coding. I would say that the RFID was the most frustrating part because if one of the wires is loose, then your whole entire system doesn't work. I charted the raw output of the vibration values, um, and the ones with the white background are the pieces of wood that I tested with a good blade, while the ones with the black background are the ones that I tested with a dull blade. The first black background is the output from the testing with the metal rod, and then after that the orange ones are with the hardwood, and it showed a lot of difficulty with the blade getting through them, which is why the values look the way that they do. In this clip, I'm showing the FTT values plotted in Excel. As you can see in the first clip, you can see the values. In the second clip, they are higher, which shows the vibrations change due to the dark. I have IFTT sending the information from the particle to Google Sheets, and I use Google Sheets to um, basically show near real time changes in the values with average, standard deviation, the maximum value, and the number of count in the cells. Looking for standard deviation values normally above 20 or so. I'll say if you're looking to try to figure out if the blade needs to be maintained or changed, then look for a change in the average or standard deviation for compared to the standard count for a certain type of wood or certain thickness of that wood to understand if you might need to change your blade. I have that same information along with the current model on my Adafruit dashboard. The only difference between the dashboard and the Google Sheets is that you're able to use calculations and measure standard deviation in the Google Sheets, and you don't have to worry about throttling uh, like you do with Adafruit. Here I'm demonstrating my menu. I have three different options available. The first one is to just read current. The second one reads the vibration and bin values. And the third option publishes the values of Adafruit in Google Sheets and along with the current. Here I'm demonstrating the ability for my system to bin values. If you notice that certain values tend to indicate that your blade needs to be cleaned or changed, and you can have those set up to show, and it'll record a count of how often those values show up. Here I'm demonstrating the current menu. It shows output of the current from the machine that you have hooked up to it. The current tends to increase, of course, when you turn it on, but it also tends to fluctuate, tends to increase when it's encountering more resistance and if the blade is dull. The large board is the one used to read current, and the smaller board is the one used to read the vibration value. Here I'm demonstrating the crucial difference between my system and other vibration monitoring systems, and that is that if the administrator decides that the blade needs to be maintained or changed and they need to turn the power off, a person will not be able to turn the power back on unless they have a valid access card. Similar systems can easily go for $500 and up based upon Google shopping search results.
I hope that now you can see how my white matter vibration monitor can help to reduce occupational hazards and can help your organization to save money. Thank you for your time.